Hi, I'm Dr. David Croto, the Dean of the Seminary and School of Ministry at Columbia International University, and I'm here with Dr. Steve Johnson, who is Professor of Addictions Counseling and the President of the Albert Ellis Institute in Manhattan. Dr. Johnson, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
I want to talk to you about the neurobiological causes of conspiracy theories. So, first question, why do conspiracy theories seem to be on the rise internationally?
Yeah. Conspiracy theories are grounded in perception of threat, right? Those individuals who feel like they're threatened by someone or something, or it doesn't even have to be real, right? But that they have this perception of overwhelming threat, then that will start the step toward a conspiracy theory, but something else has to be in place. Now remember, when we are connected, when we're stressed out and we're connected, we produce this chemical called oxytocin. It really is a connection kind of chemical. And when people feel under threat, it helps when they get connected, but in certain circumstances. The circumstances is if there are adequate resources in the environment. If we look at times when conspiracy theories are on the rise, it's often, and we've just gone through this, COVID, when we had great difficulty getting resources, then somebody has to be the scapegoat, right? And so when there's oxytocin, they're connecting in community, but it's adversarial community, because then they blame the other for the absence of resources, the rise of the Nazi Party, et cetera, under similar kind of economic conditions. So as I watched during COVID, I went, makes sense from a neurobiological standpoint.
Wow, okay. So are there clear causes for an individual to embrace a conspiracy theory?
That's hard, and there's going to be more research that needs to be done. But we do know that there are certain individuals who will experience more threat in their environment than others. And I'm a cognitive behavioral therapist, but I have to give it to the attachment theorist here. It is largely the attachments that we formed early in life, and stable relationships will, be a protective factor, not foolproof, but a protective factor, and lots of disruption, in the early, neglect or abuse that can contribute to that too.
Fascinating. So why do intelligent individuals often embrace conspiracy theories?
Because it's not about cognition at all. It is about the perception of threat. The brain sees threat. It doesn't care how intelligent you are. It sees threat because of the drive to stay alive, right? I mean, I would give the example. If I were to go to the woods, I never would, but let's say I'm going to the woods and the bushes start shaking. Then I might get a surge of, get startled and get fearful. I start producing cortisol. And why? The brain perceived threat. Now, if there could be a bear or it could be a chipmunk, right? The brain doesn't care. Because if it's a bear, it saved your life. It's a chipmunk, you're alive, you just had needless anxiety. The brain doesn't care whether you have needless anxiety, right? So we as a species see overwhelming threat, but the early attachments predispose some people to see great stress, or they're not feeling connected with other people, but then they find a group that connects with them and resources are low, prime time for the development of conspiracy theories.
Okay, one more question. What can we do to help inoculate individuals from embracing a conspiracy theory?
Yeah. One, I think, is political. I mean, I won't get off on that one, but do what we can to let people have access, to resources as best we can. Sometimes we can't do that. It's just the way life is. But sometimes there are things that we can do to help people. And I think the church is a great place. I'm just so impressed when I came down here to the South things that we did up in the north, the churches are doing down here, and the different agencies, and they really jump in and help people. I mean, things like that. Forming healthy connections with people in the church, outside the church, healthy connections in the school, and help parents who are really under challenges when they're parenting their kids, right? Because we see the rise of addictions and all of that really makes parenting really difficult. So I think really taking care of people at all stages may help reduce the need for a conspiracy theory for individuals to feel safe.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.